It's your boy SP. He's a Drake. We're breaking the boundaries with this one. We're talking about Tomb Raider 2013. And you want to know what year it came out? 2006. I'm just kidding. It came out in 2013. Tomb Raider 2013 is kind of like this reimagining, reboot of the original Tomb Raider games. It's the first one, and the first one of this reimagining of the series, its own little spin on the thing, more realistic, more Uncharted-like, more action movie-esque. And I have some thoughts on it. But before we talk about the thoughts, let me tell you what I played it on and some background and all that shit. So I played this on the Steam Deck, as always. Always gotta fucking chill for the Steam Deck. We got SP Adhesive 3, more like SP Steam Deck fucking rider. Because I always ride it, And it works very well on it. It's a 2013 game. I wouldn't expect. I expect it to fucking work on a thing that came out in 2022. And I haven't played any of the original Tomb Raider games or any of that shit. So this is kind of like my first introduction to the series and all that blah 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 stuff. Now let's talk about the fucking game. The game itself is good. The gameplay stuff is good. From what I've seen, a lot of people do compare it to the Uncharted style games. I see, you're going through these high... From what I understand of Uncharted, you go through these high action set pieces. Fucking buildings are exploding. You're shooting people and you're gunning them down. You're fucking crazy. You should be locked up. You should have war crimes against you. Because the amount of people you kill in this game is fucking crazy. Lara Croft is a genuine psychopath. A bloodthirsty, cold, calculated killer. And then you have the story where Lara Croft is a cold, calculated fucking killer who's stupid and fucking dumb, and the decisions she makes are fucking stupid and dumb. But I like it. The game starts where you're I think Lara Croft is Laura or Laurel? Laura. Is it Laura? Or is it Yanny or Laurel? Is it Yanny or Laurel? Laurel, Yanny. You guys remember that? I remember that. I think it's Laura. Laura? What the fuck is her name? I'm calling her Lara Croft. I don't know. I might change it. I might fucking forget what I said. But whatever. She's on the airplane and shit. And they're going to an island or something. I don't even know. I don't know the plot of the games. I don't pay attention to the games. Guys, I don't pay attention to the games I play. She's going on a airplane trip to a vacation. And they're not a vacation, but probably a work visit. Because they're I don't know, researchers or something. They're raiding tombs. They're the Tomb Raiders, you know what I'm saying? And she's got her little buddies and shit. And it's oh, it's gonna be a good vacation. And I think the plane explodes or something. And then that's how the story starts. And then, Lara Croft, she has to, she gets, injured, I think. Maybe. I don't know if she does at first when you're playing the game, but she eventually gets injured during that first prologue, I would say. And it's kind of tough to play. Just watching Lara Croft. Is it Laura? Oh my god, I'm actually tweaking. Is it Laura or Laura? Lara Croft? I'm actually tweaking, bro. That's gonna drive me insane. It's Lara Croft, okay. I looked it up on the trusty site of Reddit, and it says Lara, so it's Lara Croft. Okay, we are kind of we're flowing with this one. We're off the fucking dome with this one. Lara Croft is like injured. She's got like a glass shard or like a knife stuck in her side, her like abdomen, and she's like bleeding and shit. And like it's her animations are crazy. Her animations are like, she's like in pain. She looks like in Resident Evil when you're like halfway dead, like your health bar is halfway through. And it has those animations, and like Leon and like or Claire are like kind of like leaning over, and they're like holding their like side, and they're trying to struggle to walk and shit. It's hard to watch, or hard to play. But we'll also talk about watching the game too. And then there's like these crazy fucking native people, and they're like kind of the main antagonists of the game. And they're fucking crazy and shit. And they're cult people. They've got like a fucking cult or some shit. And they're trying to kill Mrs. Croft. And you get into like the side of this like crack in the cave, tavern, fucking tomb, wherever the fuck you call it. And then like I remember like one of the enemy people, he comes up and attacks you, and you gotta do this quick time event. And there's a bunch of quick time events. If you like quick time events, this is your game. I remember failing it because I'm not used to the fucking Steam Deck buttons yet. So like I get confused with the Y and the fucking X and all of that shit. So I fucked it up. And you're introduced to the kind of the very gruesome and violent death animations. They get really gruesome and really creative with these. And Lara Croft is getting like fucking impaled and shit, and it's hard to like watch. And I feel like that's a good way to incentivize you not to die, because they're tough to watch. And also, Lara Croft makes fucking... her voice acting is fucking crazy with these death scenes. It sounds like they actually were trying to kill the fucking actress in the damn studio. And then you kind of like escape out there. And this game has also introduces like the puzzles after that. You kind of have to burn these cargo parts of a plane or whatever, and it opens this path in this water fucking place. And there's a puzzle with like you burn the thing with the torch, and then it slides down and it opens this path. It's on this like slide thing. I don't know. If you played the game, you fucking know. So that part, I like the puzzles in this game. I like the whole torch and all that shit. You get a torch in this game. You get all kinds of like little items to use. You have like, and that brings us to the combat too. But before that, I also want to talk about this plane part where you have to like use this plane that's crashed and kind of like navigate through, I guess, this tomb to get all the rewards and shit. It's a pretty cool sequence. I like the way it looks. This game looks pretty good for like a 2013 game. Like all the characters look pretty good, and I don't know. I've always liked this kind of era of games where they don't look too realistic, but they look realistic enough. Kind of like The Last of Us, this game, Assassin's Creed. I've always liked that kind of aesthetic. But you also get like other tools and shit too. You get a bow and arrow, a pistol, assault rifle or SMG, I can't remember, a fucking grenade launcher, and I swear there's like one more. I'm trying to think of it. A shotgun. You get a shotgun. Resident Evil. They're copying Resident Evil. And they're super fun to use. I like the it's called like the World War II whatever fucking gun. I think it's an SMG. That's like really fun to like. It feels satisfying to do. I didn't really like the pistol too much. I like the bow and arrow. The shotgun, of course, I like the shotgun. You also get this kind of like like a line attachment thing to your bow and arrow, where you can like shoot it, and then it attaches like a rope or whatever to like get across long distances. And then you also get like this, I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like this zip line thing, but it's, I genuinely don't know what the fuck it's called. It's this thing that like speeds up, like it lets, Laura go like across the zip line faster, and it's super useful. Like, you get later on in the game. You also get like fire arrows and like fire things to your fucking shotgun and shit. And then you get the grenade launcher, of course, that goes to your SMG thing. And you get all kinds of little trinkets and shit that you can collect. This game's you collect and shit. I didn't really collect all that shit. I was just kind of getting through the main story. But yeah, the gameplay is very fun. It's kind of like you fucking gun these people down, and then you can like, there's like sometimes like stealth sections in the game. You can stealth kill in this game. You have the bow and arrow to stealthily kill. Enemies can overwhelm you. They can do a little bit of damage. They can do a lot of damage. Sometimes they've got their shields to block your attacks, and then you have to dodge their attacks, so then you can get a little shot in. All kinds of good shit. The gameplay is very satisfying. It's very satisfying. It's going to sound very weird. It's very satisfying to kill these people. I like getting the headshots. It's very satisfying. Maybe this game is making me like Lara Croft. Okay? Lara Croft. Whatever the fuck her name is. I'm gonna call her Mrs. I called her Mrs. Croft one time. Let's call her Mrs. Croft. But yeah, let's talk about the story again. The nonsensical fucking story. The story just sucks, bro. I fucking hate Lara Croft's friends. This story is almost good. The story's almost good. Like, I can get past, like, we gotta have goons in this game. We gotta have enemies to defeat. So we're just gonna have, like, a evil fucking faction that's, like, I don't know, trying to raid the tombs or some shit. And, like, I can fucking believe that. It's, like, the military or some shit. And then you have, like, also the cultist people. I can understand that. That's a good thing. But I fucking hate Lara Croft's friends. You know who I do like? Roth. I like Roth. I think that's his name. The old man. I don't know if he's like the mentor or whatever the fuck he is. He's related to Lara Croft or anything. I don't fucking know. I don't care too much. Because why should I look up? Should I spend the next 1 minute of my fucking time looking up if Roth is related to Lara Croft? No. Lara Croft! God fucking... Should I run over this liberal? No. Don't think I'll do it. No, think about the gas price. Should I look up Roth's name? No. Think about the gas price. But, like, he's really good. He's, like, one of the best parts of the game. And he fucking dies. Spoiler alert, he fucking dies. If you or your family haven't fucking played Tomb Raider 2013, I fucking blame you. The game is, it's unk status, bro. It's fucking, like, what, almost, it's definitely 10 years old. It's, like, 13 years old. Oh, my God, 2013? 2013, 13, 6, 7. But yeah, I can't, I don't. He just fucking dies. And that whole cutscene of where he dies is fucking stupid. Because, like, they get in a helicopter and the game's about to end. The game's about to end, guys. They're gonna escape the island. But Lara Croft's like, I gotta talk to my fucking friends. I'm not leaving my friends behind. Oh, but, like, she's British. Oh, by the way. She's British, by the way. So she's like, oi, give me the tea, milady. Oh, fuck you. I need to see the queen. We can't need the queen. In the back of the bed. You and your little beaver in the back of... And then she pulls a gun on the pilot, and she's like, land this thing. She landed. And then the pilot's like, yo, I can't land it. We're in a fucking storm. We're gonna fucking all die. Are you crazy? Why are you pulling a gun on me? Or am I your friend? And then she fucking threatens to shoot him, and then he fucking lands it, and guess what? The pilot fucking dies. Laura Croft somehow fucking survives. And then Roth, like a couple minutes later, fucking dies because he gets an axe to the back. It's stupid. And you know what? Like, half of Laura Croft's friends fucking die in the story afterwards. So was it really worth it? No. But we can't have Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider 3 after this game. I think that scene is fucking stupid. There's this cool, like, set piece. The set pieces in this game are pretty awesome. Where you kind of storm this palace. And that's one of the best. I think that's, like, the best part of this game is just going through that palace. It's on fucking fire and shit. You're escaping it. And, like, all the cult people are there and shit. Or the military people. I don't fucking... They're both there. And, like, it's just fun playing through that section. Like, just going through rooftop to rooftop. Like, the building's fucking breaking down. And you gotta make a new pathway. And you see all the fire just engulfing this huge fucking palace. And it's also where you get the rocket, the grenade launcher. Yeah, that's a cool set piece. I did like the one, I remember, I think it's right before that. It's right before the palace. It's kind of like you're storming this other temple place or whatever. And I remember you have to, like, ring the bell. You have to ring the bell using the wind. That was a cool little puzzle thing. Or not, like, ring the bell, but, like, make it come crashing down into the floor so you can get through there. I remember my game bugged there. I was, like, fucking falling through the floor or some shit, and, like, the camera was all kinds of fucked up. That was a fun little bug. I didn't encounter too many bugs in this game. Like, I think that was the only fucking big bug that I found. Or glitch, or whatever you want to call it. I also like the part where, guess what? Roth is, like, covering for, Laura. Is covering for, Laura. Laura is covering for Laura. And he's, like, trying to shoot down these people while she's trying to make her way across this bridge. And he's like, wait, Laura, don't go. And then I went, because I didn't hear him, and I got fucking killed. I got murked, I got slimed, because I didn't listen to Roth. I should have listened to him, but sometimes you don't want to listen to him, because he got his fucking axe brutally fucking murdered. Or his back brutally murdered by an axe. Yeah, let's go with that. I do like the doctor guy, the Dr. Whitman guy. He's pretty cool, because he's actually, like, you know, this stepping the lines of fucking morality. He's, like, a morally gray character, I would say, because he's, like, really interested in, like, the natives' culture and shit, and he's really fucking obsessed, and he like, turns in one of Laura's, friends to be, like, their fucking queen or whatever, because that's, like, the main thing, that they're wanting a queen or whatever, or a vessel for their queen. It's fucking weird. We'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that. And, like, he's just fucking weird. I like him. But before that, you also have to, like, explore the ship. That was a cool little place. And there was this little puzzle. It was pretty, like, tricky, I would say. And, like, I wouldn't really get it. I was kind of, like, confused on what you do. But, you have to get on this thing on the ceiling. There's this thing on the ceiling with, like, ladders. And then you have to push it around. It's on, like, on rails and shit to make it so you can get through this door that has a bunch of electricity and shit all around it. So you don't get shocked, to save your friend who's fucking dying. But I think your friend fucking dies anyway. So was it really worth it? No. But yeah, that was a tricky puzzle. Yeah. So, and then let's talk about the fucking end game. They ditched the military people, kind of, that you've been fighting. You sometimes did fight, like, the cult people, but now it's, I guess, the higher echelon of fucking cult people They're fucking like samurai people, and they got like these masks and shit, and you have to take down the mask first before you can like headshot them and shit, so they don't die instantly. And they got like swords and shit, and you're like thinking like, oh, these guys are gonna be jokes because like they got swords and shit, and I got guns, but they're pretty hard to go through. And then they just kind of like swarm you at this end before you're kind of like going through this cavern place, whatever. You're really raiding the tombs in this one. You're going deep into the tombs. And there's like big brute guys. It kind of reminds you of Ghost of Tsushima, or however you fucking pronounce it. God damn, I'm having trouble pronouncing things in this game. This fucking video. I think I'm in the game. It's EA. I think I'm in the game. I can't escape. But yeah, you kind of like, and you go through these, I would say you climb and shit. You also have a climbing thing I forgot to mention. You use this little hatchet thing that opens your doors and shit. And you use this little hatchet thing and you kind of climb on these climbable surfaces. It's kind of like the yellow paint in games. And I feel like this game kind of helped with like The Last of Us to pioneer what we see today in games. Because, there's a lot of automation in this game where besides the cool set pieces and shit, when you're really like, you're just looking at like a black screen or something, what you're really doing is moving the joystick forward and maybe occasionally pressing like the A button or some shit to like either just mass loading screens, you're going through like little cracks in the wall that's masking the other area that you're going to, or you're doing relatively cool shit. Also, I find it funny that, like, during these set pieces, like, Lara Croft fucking does crazy shit in this game. Like, but, like, also I have to, like, question how she's fucking alive. And I just like it, because it's got, like, crazy shit. Like, she's fallen from trees. I remember this one time, she's got a parachute, and she's trying to open that shit. And you're fucking gliding through the air, and then she cuts it off, and then she fucking definitely falls from like the top of a tree height, like that much in the air to the ground. I'm like, how the fuck are you not dead, bro? Like, she does crazy falls. Like, she should not be alive, or she should be paralyzed by the end of this journey. And then at the very end, they've got the little girl from Lara Croft's, like, friend group, and they've got the corpse of, like, their queen or whatever, the cult people's, like, queen, the native people's queen, and they're trying to put there's no way to explain this coherently. They're trying to, like, put her fucking soul into the girl that is alive, so I guess that she can be alive and well. And I'm no joke, the corpse lady's fucking thing controls the fucking weather. This isn't a deep state conspiracy. The fucking corpse controls the weather. And then, so Lara Croft has to fucking stop the deep state conspiracy of the weather being controlled by the government or some shit. And then she fights this fucking big brute guy. He's kind of like the final boss. And then you right before that, there's this Matthias or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. He's got like a hooded guy. And he's got like a gun, or I think he has a gun, or he steals your gun. And you have to, his boss fight is basically just a quick time event. A pretty cool quick time event though. Where you like steal his gun, and then Laura just fucking shoots him with 2 fucking pistols. which I think that's what she did she has in the original game. She has like 2 pistols. It's like her iconic move or whatever, her iconic look, her signature style, her bread and butter. I can keep going. But yeah, it's a pretty cool sequence. And then she kind of like stands there and she's like holding both of them. It's like cool. And you fucking like stab the corpse Lara Croft fucking ends the deep state conspiracy and stops the government from controlling the weather. And then you save your fuck ass friends, because we gotta save our friends and shit, because the power of friendship is cool. Fuck this game's story. The game is good, but what the fuck is the story? I did like the part at the end though where you had the 2 guns. That was pretty cool. But fuck this game's story. This game's story is fucking crazy. It's fucking bonkers. I think it could be better. There could be better ways to implement it. But I am kind of, no joke, looking forward to the 2 other games that are coming later in this series. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm probably going to be talking about them. But yeah, I really like this game. Gameplay-wise, I just don't really like the story. I would say it's kind of like a low B tier game. Maybe like high C tier, low B tier game. Yeah. It's a little bit on the shorter side, but I think it works in its favor because the story is so fucking nonsensical. But yeah, it's a pretty good game.